This might be the most honest thing I've admitted in over a year. I'm not sharing it to get pity, to seek forgiveness, or to paint myself as a victim. I just need to let it out somewhere, because the weight of it has been pressing down on me until I can barely breathe. My name isn't important. All you need to know is that I'm a 39-year-old woman who destroyed her own family. I had an affair. I lost everything, and I have no one to blame but myself. For most of my adult life, I thought I was doing what I was supposed to do. I married young, 24, to a man who loved me completely. He was the safe choice, dependable, patient, good-hearted. A year later, we had our daughter, Emily. She's 17 now, smart, beautiful, sharp-witted like her dad, and just genuinely good in a way I sometimes wish I could be. I spent years in the role everyone expected: wife, mother, working professional. My career in marketing grew slowly, and eventually I landed a job at a mid-sized firm. My boss there, Mark, was older by a decade, driven, magnetic, self-assured. He reminded me of the version of myself I never became, the life I might have had if I hadn't married so young. It didn't start as an affair. At first, it was just coffee breaks that ran too long, shared jokes, quiet conversations about frustrations at work and at home. He made me feel noticed again, not as someone's wife or someone's mom, but just as me. I let myself get swept into it. The first kiss happened after a company dinner. We were in the hotel elevator. The doors slid shut, and I didn't stop him. That kiss led to a hotel room. That night turned into more nights. 3 work trips where I crossed lines I can never uncross. I still came home every night, still kissed my husband hello, still asked Emily about her day and helped her with college applications. But every word out of my mouth was a lie. I told myself stories to justify it, that my husband didn't see me the way he used to, that after years of putting everyone else first, I deserved something just for me. But the truth was simple. I was selfish, and I let that selfishness guide me. Emily was the one who found out. The memory still makes my chest feel tight. She borrowed my iPad when her laptop died, not knowing my email was open. Mark and I hadn't been careful. The messages she saw weren't just suggestive. They were explicit, intimate, and emotional in ways no words should be unless they are for your spouse. She read them all. She didn't yell. She didn't come to me. She went straight to her father. That night at dinner, no one spoke. My husband didn't look at me. Emily wouldn't look at me. I didn't know then that the damage was already done. After Emily went upstairs, my husband asked if I was seeing someone else. I didn't deny it. I couldn't. The way his face fell, like the person he thought I was had never existed, broke something inside me. I just said yes. It didn't even sound like my own voice. He didn't yell, didn't accuse, didn't cry. He walked into the garage and sat there for over an hour. 2 weeks later, he filed for divorce. He packed the furniture from the guest room, stayed with a friend, and then got a small apartment. Emily stayed with me, but it wasn't because she forgave me. She said she didn't want to make things worse by moving in with her dad. She split herself between us, trying to keep some kind of balance. I clung to that. I leaned on her more than I should have, treated her like my confidant instead of my child. She became my comfort when it should have been the other way around. And I let that happen, too, another thing I can't take back. Emotional punch. Would you like me to do that? Everything fell apart. She told me she forgave me, that everyone makes mistakes, and said she didn't want to lose her mom too. I thought that meant I still had her, but I was wrong. She began spending more time at her dad's. What started as weekends turned into a few weeknights, and before long, she was almost living there full time. She told me it was quieter there, easier to focus on school. I didn't argue. Then her replies to my texts came slower, and when she was upset, she called me Laurie instead of Mom. Her voice grew cooler, more distant. It took me months to understand. She wasn't just drifting away, she was finding peace without me. Meanwhile, my ex-husband, even with his own hurt, started putting his life back together. He got in shape, took up hiking, joined a cooking class, and picked up photography again. He laughed more. I saw photos online, him and Emily smiling, cooking together, camping. At first, it felt like a betrayal. But deep down, I knew it was relief. She was healing, just not with me. I still see her sometimes. We have lunch. She messages me on holidays. But it's different now. I'm her mother in name, not in the way I once was. That place in her heart belongs to the version of me I destroyed when I chose an affair over my family. Mark moved on fast. He was never going to leave his wife. He didn't have to say it. It was obvious after my divorce when he began pulling away. I was just a distraction, a fleeting escape, a midlife crisis in high heels. When it became messy, he was gone. I ended up with no husband, no lover, and only half a daughter. I downsized to a smaller apartment, sold much of my furniture, adopted a cat, and went back to therapy. Every day, I try to piece together the person I was before I threw everything away for a handful of thrilling but empty moments. That life is gone forever. The hardest part isn't the loneliness or even the guilt, it's the quiet reminders. Passing my daughter's empty room. Pushing a grocery cart alone. Seeing pictures of my ex and Emily sharing moments I'll never have again. Watching the people I hurt most grow happier in the life I broke. And knowing I'm no longer part of it. Emily will be leaving for college soon. She chose a school near her dad. She says it's because of the program, but I know that's not the only reason. I'm proud of her, truly, but the pain is sharp in ways I can't explain. I destroyed something that can't be repaired. So, don't. I know it sounds simple, but I've been on both sides, the rush of feeling wanted again, and the emptiness of sitting in your car sobbing because your daughter won't answer your texts. Cheating doesn't just break trust, it breaks people. It rewrites the life your loved ones thought they were living. It makes them question everything. It doesn't just burn down a home, it leaves the ground charred so nothing good can grow for years. If you're unhappy, talk. If you're lost, ask for help. If you feel numb, fight to feel something real again. But don't lie. Don't betray. Don't do what I did. Even if someone says they forgive you, they will never forget. And neither will you.